Nimbus for rather connecting me to with BIT. It's a fantastic journey now for me, especially when I was moving from a private sector Tatas into space. We were not having much clue what we can do here. It's only just mere an opportunity. Every scientist tell the same thing. It's a mere opportunity, just for an employment opportunity. When once get into the space, then only people I personally realized that we should be very fortunate to get into the space, because one in billion people can only get to know what is the space all about. The gigantic facilities, the gigantic technology, the innovations, the spirit behind the nationality is all different feathers into the cap. Whoever works in ISRO or whoever works in the matter of fact in space. But of late, I should say, it was a pride for the country, because most of the space operations were being done by National Space Agency, that is ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. When technologies were denied, people struggled hard. Even cinema stories were there. People have gotten tissue papers. They went to toilets. They have written formulae. They came back. They've implemented. Such kind of stories went on. Stories were there where people like Vikram Sarabhai, who dreamt about the space, applying the space to the mass communications, there is a site experiment, such kind of things, how actually the space can be used as a tool to reach out to the masses. That was the initial experiment that the people behind it, what it was done. So then only they realized space is a tool, best tool for the countries like India. It is not possible to reach out each and every one, and it is possible to reach out masses, so that we can communicate, we can educate, we can make them to aware of the technologies. But again, because of the several reasons, it was going in a very different pace. Of late, government realized that while ISRO is conducting lots of experiments, technological experiments and technical advancements, but it is not the way. It's not the way, because youth is growing up. The numbers of qualified youth is growing day by day. They should be given opportunities to explore more, to make these applications, technologies, innovations made applicable to the society. The societal impact should be improved with these technologies. That was the feeling what the government had. That is why in 2021, the space got opened up. Earlier, space means even if you want to purchase a model of a rocket, people used to think, can I purchase it? Is there any what you call legality behind it, something like that. Now, every Indian student, citizen who is legally permitted to do the business or to do the technology advancement, yes, he can get into the space. That is the provision, beautiful provision government has made it. So with that introduction, where we stand now, every student look for his survival, or that's the reason he get into the education. Education is one tool of ensuring the sustainability of a life, whether that is through an employment or through an education or through a research or through an entrepreneurship or through any means, is a question for every student now facing. And of course, the different programs are there by running by the government of India. Many more opportunities are there in private sector, not only national, international. But only thing is, they're all in a different pockets. They are available. Who will connect the dots? Who will make the students aware such kind of opportunities are there? You please go and knock the door and grab whatever is possible for you to grab and flourish yourself. This is where we like people come into picture. In fact, we have done several programs. I'll just spend some time on the programs what we do also, so that students will get benefited. With that, I'll go to the first slide. Necessity is mother of invention. For everything, there should be a necessary. Otherwise, invention would have not happened in the past. Now, space also. What is the necessity for the space technology? We just see how many challenges the country is facing. the heaviest population one side, on the other is natural resources on the other side. They are getting depleted. Floods, storms, earthquakes, droughts, they're all inevitable. They're all natural things that do happen. We have to face it and we have to fight. Depletion of groundwater is very important thing because the natural resources when they are depleting, the deforestation is happening, ecological imbalance is happening, carbon rating is falling. How actually every let us say year, let us say the temperature rise is noticed, and if global warming, if it happens, you have just seen last year to this year the temperatures, people are dying without AC. They are not able to come out. Is it possible to for the low income group people to sustain like this? Very high disaster mortality rates, rejuvenate of, let us say, degradation of planet. So many resources are dying. So one point of time, it was told that after a couple of days, when the life on the Earth is very difficult to stay, colonization in Moon and Mars have to be explored. On the other side, the sovereignty savvy countries, they are threatening, they are posing a lot of threats to the neighboring countries. Digitalization versus cyber security. In the last couple of months, the report says that 14,000 crores were looted by the people who are hard-earned people. One way is digitalization has to be freed. We have to use the what you call cyber, the platforms for exchanging the trade, for exchanging the money. But on the other side, taking advantage of such kind of liberalization without proper security tools, people are taking them as advantage. So these are all the problems. What are the solutions? Only solution is technology and innovation with the technology. You can plug it, you can do it, you can do whatever the artificial intelligence, edge computing, machine learning, deep learning, such kind of techniques you can use. What a human person cannot do within even one day can be done within 1 second for validation, for approval. So where this particular technology comes into picture, technology innovation is an art. When you nurture the technology, in that the second level of let us say application of technology is innovation. That goes with the broader scope, common sense, knowledge, experience, etc., etc. But when the technology comes, how the space technology enables or helps, leverages to resolve all these problems. This is where we stand. There are majority domains, or I should say that communication, earth observation, navigation, sciences, space sciences, human space. In all these areas, one way or other, the society gets affected. Either will have a better life, or if they are not there, will get affected. Let us spend some time on each area. What is all about this earth observation? Because many people do not know, they think that satellites means they are there on the top and they are doing limited resources. I should say that if any kind of thing that is happening on the earth, whether it could be agricultural development, or it is forest degradation, or forest fires, or water distribution, or groundwater supplies, groundwater levels, or surface water accumulation, surface water distribution, rain prediction, what is going to have rain, the prediction of water, how much water is required to be consumed, and what is available, how actually how do we manage the distribution of the water, supply chain, the traffic movement, the navigation, the aviation, how the flights are moving, the everything you find the space technology a role to play, either to catalyze or to facilitate. How actually the space technology is a question that I am leaving it to the students. If they go, many of the people they think that space technology is only a mechanical engineering or chemical engineering or electronics engineering. No, a civil part is there, a geology part is there, a chemistry part is there, a physics part is there. Everywhere amalgamation of all these technologies, you can say that that is the space technology. But when it comes to the applications where this particular technology can be made use of or can be put into use, Majority of the things, I should say that electronics and computers. You just see the fallacy. Even though rockets and satellites are considered as the space technology, but they play less than 20% of the role when you see the economy and opportunity when it comes to picture. 70 to 75% of the revenue that is generated is an account of applications. The applications are more driven either by your computers, the data analytics, the data part, the techniques like applying the big data analytic techniques like machine learning, artificial learning, IoT, which will supplement the IoT. Let us say, take the example of weather. How actually rain prediction will happen, how actually the monitoring of rains will happen, how the humidity takes a role in the rain prediction. These all software, but ultimately IoT plays a very big role in identifying or in collecting this data. IoT plus software is a prediction. Is not enough. IoT is again depends on the sensors, semiconductor technology. See, this is how the backward integration will take place. And ultimately, if you find an application, that application will have cascading effects which will cuts across different technologies, different domains, different manufacturing practices and manufacturing domains. That's how we have to generate these applications in a very innovative way so that the entire what you call gamut of different domains, whether it is semiconductor domain or sensor domain or optical domain or RF domain, they will get influenced and get into this entire, let us say, map of the utilization. Second important thing is domain is again communication. The way the data requirements are going on, the way the demands are going on for utilizing the internet and OTT platforms is growing in an exponential way, I should say. People sitting here operating the United States of America banks, people sitting here, they are monitoring the images of terabytes of images data, what is to be managed in the oceans, in the Antarctica and Arctic stations. So such a kind of demand when it is there and growing, ever growing, people are talking about what you call virtual calls have been increased, video transmission has increased, data transmission has increased. So this all creates demand again on the satellites, whether it is LEO constellations or GEO satellites, demands high throughput satellites, high throughput technologies, innovative way of transmitting these technologies from one place to another place using satellite communication techniques. 6G communication is coming, and that is also on the other way putting threat on the cyber security. How actually the cyber security filters platforms have to be by the proxies have to be developed that create again demand on the software. So this is a very integrated way of understanding the complex problems to give solution to the societal problems. Navigation is a very important, I should say, growing domain utilizing the satellites. If you want to find out PNT services, that is position, navigation, and timing services, unless otherwise you have terrestrial as well as the satellite network, it's not possible for you to assess this one because many other things they have to go through remote areas. Satellite is only the technology that is available in conjunction with the terrestrial networks. Some when I was there, somebody from POSCO was telling the timing machines or timing systems, if they are synchronized across the country, lakhs of crores of power can be conserved. It is the same case with several systems, whether it is a computer or banking network or insurance network or railway timing network or anything. The position, navigation, timing is plays a very crucial role. And if you superimpose this navigation information on the Earth observation or on the communication, I don't think any problem will be there which cannot be solved using this satellite technology. So that much importance is there for these fields. How actually these fields have to be explored? You guys have to sit together, understand how actually the Navic technology will enable saving the lives of the fishermen which are in the offshore. who saves the timing of anybody who travels across, who how to get the connectivity of all aviation system, the entire supply chain. If you wanted to assess the reduce the insurance cost of a ship and demurrage cost of a ship, you should have a exact positional timing and movement of what you call ships within the shipyard, when they are coming, when they are going, how much time it takes to grow, or on a maybe a big platform, you can do it. The entire shipping industry, crores of lakhs of crores of amount you can save if you apply these technologies to shipping industries. Because you want to know, if you are standing in a bus stop, you should know in another 5 minutes I'm going to get a bus for sure. You don't spend your money on a cab. This is what exactly, in a simple way, it has to be told. The time is in your control, or time you can control. You cannot control the time, but time is in your control. When you can, when you have a good prediction on the time and position, your life is much simpler, and your saving is much higher on all grounds. Example only I have. So such an important thing is there for satellite navigation. We should have constellations, we should have very accurate prediction of this thing, and communication from one place to one. You wanted to know in Bombay next flight when is going to land, accordingly you will plan. Otherwise 5 to 6 hours you have to stay in Bombay airport without any facilities. And if you wanted to get connected to your, let's say, village, where exactly the communication is there, conveyance is there, you should know all these things are possible using these technologies. Not only navigation technology, then communication technology, terrestrial technology, IoT technology. Then only you will have a better life to lead, so that you don't have to bother for what you call unnecessarily spending your valuable time on non-value added activities. Another very important thing, especially after Chandrayaan 3 picked up, is solar sciences, the space sciences. How actually the space weather is affecting the world. Recently, you would have seen the space flares have damaged the Starlink constellation. Space weathers because when you are depending on the satellites, these are all assets in the space which it doesn't have much protection. So these satellites assets, out of thousands of crores what we are creating, should be protected. So for that, some kind of surveillance satellites or some kind of watchdogs are required in the sky, so that when something untoward thing happened, before it reaches the Earth, if you get a signal, you can get alerted. You can switch off some kind of important equipments on board the satellites. You can protect these satellites. Human space flight. How actually the space biology, space, astrochemistry, astrophysics, these things will play a big role. What kind of advancements that you can do in the space, in the microgravity experiments, so that you can create such kind of things, especially on the agriculture, in the immunization, in the pharmacy front. This plays a big role. So what you do, you might have heard that Bharati Antarashtriya Station is proposed by government of India, is rather cleared by government of India. ISRO is now going for its own Bharati Antariksha Station like ISS. Lots of experiments are possible to go there and do. Now itself you should gear up. By the time you come out and become an entrepreneur or a research scholar, the station is going to be ready. You should prepare yourself to conduct several experiments over there, so that whatever the asset that is created, spending thousands of crores, could be put into use in a better way. These science is the heliosphere understanding, how actually the atmosphere is changing, how the predictions of atmosphere. Now it has gone to a stage where the biological war, like a biological war, some of the countries, nasty countries, are venturing into atmospheric war. How actually the weathers can be changed, the cyclones can be created, the monsoon can be diverted. So such kind of threats are coming. How to protect ourselves is an innovative way. We have to gear up ourselves so that our country and our mother earth we have to protect. So these are all the some kind of things. So what do we do? What ISRO will do here? The players are government, institutions like you, students like you who are potential, let us say, stakeholders in the days to come, and enabling mechanism. Now, after the space reforms were announced, government is even recent budget couple of days back. Government has announced 1,000 crores for space community as a grant for supporting the startups and entrepreneurs. So, how to make use of that 1,000 crores grant? You have to think, and the institutions have to have their own roadmap. They should start discussing what kind of technologies that are required to be generated for future thing. So some of the enable things are some of the things I'll just post you so that you can come forward, you can listen more, because in this 30 minutes time it's not possible to cover each and everything. I can only give you, inspire you to probe more into the I'll skip all those things because they're not required. Now ISRO, the ISRO's job or space domain job is important job is creating the infrastructure, creating the roadmaps, and creating the infrastructure, and creating the technologies. If you want to do some kind of continued Chandrayaan 3 missions, rather I can go to another slide and come back to this slide. So this is the mandate the Indian space now has taken, a continued Chandrayaan missions. To have continued Chandrayaan missions, that means docking, robotics, return sample return missions, the existing launch vehicles capability is not enough. We should have a higher capable launch vehicles. And Bharatiya Antariksh Station, to establish this particular gigantic thing, huge amount of technologies, number of technologies are required. Be it is environmental life support systems or thrusters or propulsion systems or docking systems or solar power systems or structures or in-space structure manufacturing, anything, whatever the new technologies, we have to start from the scratch. These technologies are not just like that available, even though some of the countries, friendly countries, are sharing some of the technologies. But if you want to be on your own, you have to develop these technologies parallelly while learning and while implementing without losing much time. So for this, what we do, we have a very long roadmap of launch vehicle development. Ultimately, vertical landing and vertical takeoff and vertical landing is also being thought of to make the affordable launch vehicles. The NGLV is the one which is now proposed to lift 10 tons to the GEO and much more capability to the LEO and LEO station, so that Antariksha station can be modules can be taken up and get assembled in the space. And at the same time we should have a good number of satellites for meeting our domestic demands and international demands. Now, incidentally, just yesterday only, there is a beautiful announcement made by Department of Space, that inviting the private sector people to come and build the Earth observation satellites and even sell the data to the government. So such kind of beautiful proposals are coming. Now lots of opportunities are there for the students to nurture these opportunities and become entrepreneurs on different domains, because satellite making is not a joke. There are more than 25 to 30 critical technologies. Each technology will have many more subsystems. Once you understand whether it is a data communications, data management system, or solar power management system, or thermal system, or RF, or communication system, reflectors, antennas, sensors, every technology will have many more subsystems. If couple of people come join together and work for the realization of these systems. That is how the encouragement is being given by government. Beautiful mechanism has been created within Department of Space. In space is the beautiful mechanism that is created, which will bridge the new startups as well as the technological partners like ISRO. So these are all the things which I have just explained. Now you see Agnikul and Skyroot, these two guys, very boys, just like you, maybe a couple of years back, they were studying like you. They have created these systems. They have launched the what you call satellite, the launch vehicles. Okay. So you also get inspired by such kind of beautiful systems. I request you to explore more the opportunities what the ISRO is going to do or has been doing. Follow the space domain very carefully. These are all some of the things, the technologies what we have been developing to enhance the payload of GSLV Mark 3. One question came recently: why Chandrayaan has taken so many days while other countries take a couple of days? So because we don't have the capacity of the launch vehicle to lift bigger what you call things. These are all the works that is going on ISRO for building critical technologies. These are all the some of the infrastructures, I should say. I thought of showing you as a inspiration thing. And what capacity building we do? We have different ISRO cells across different institutions, NITs, IITs, universities. You can be another potential institution to tie up with ISRO from the organization point of view. Lots of almost 200 to 250 projects parallelly they go on research works. This is for the mostly academic faculty, but they do derive support from the students as a part of their research projects. This we have models like RACS, regional academia centers at 6 NITs, STCs at 8 IITs, STICs at 6 NITs. This is the total footfall with all the institutions is nothing like, even though you don't have a particular linkage with the ISRO, but regional academia centers and STICs are meant for that region. If you fall in that region, you can approach that particular NIT. Maybe if I say from Rajasthan, maybe Jaipur is the RACS, or Kurukshetra is the RACS, and STSC could be either Jalandhar or Roorkee. You can approach them. You can get get connected with us with ISRO for carrying out any research. These are all some of the things which I will tell. These are all emerging technologies, distributive technologies, where you people can concentrate and equip yourself. Quantum communication, sustainable space, self-heating rockets, self-destructing materials, because debris is a headache in the sky. If you create some rocket which goes and picks up the the debris and sublimates, that entire solid can be converted into gas, and once gas it is converted, it can always be released to the into the space. Such kind of new thing. Space robotic arms, you can go and pick up the debris.
I have a question about it.
So these are all the things ISRO engages into the what you call nurturing the students also, not only national students, international students, but it is not possible to handle the students into thousands and lakhs. So the institutes like BIT can become an outreach center of ISRO, so that they themselves can train some of the students, motivate some of the students right from the 8th class onwards. The students in the BTech, they can be ambassadors. They can teach the students, they can motivate them towards pursuing the STEM education and the STEM careers in the space. For that, the institute should support. The institute should be supported by the organizations like ISRO, DST, etc. So in that mode, we should go, so that the education Nimbus, how they are getting there, the space tutors, recognized space tutors, they are teaching the students. They are now motivating you to get connected with us. Tomorrow you can become an entrepreneur in the education field. You develop NEP is being implemented. You make an incubation center. A set of people can come together. You can teach the technologies and motivate the students to become entrepreneurs. Creating entrepreneur is an entrepreneurship. So such kind of things are possible. This is one portal, large portal, what ISRO has implemented, where fundamental, let's say, education is on space, SSA are available. These are endeavor, this is a constant development one. but some institutes can join to enhance this operability, enhance the content in these sites. We have a space tutor, that's what I was telling. Now the count goes more than 125. These are all the people reaching out to students, motivating them, and making them aware what these resources the space has got to become to nurture them into entrepreneurs. These are all some of the things what we do across. Huge amount of outreach is happening. With this outreach and awareness, you can only create the inspiration amongst the people. Inspiration should create demand. Demand should create the resources and infrastructure. Once resources, infrastructure is available, we can put into use. The country would be very happy. The employment will be generated. The revenue can be generated, and sustainability will be there. That's what we presume from the organization point of view. And in this endeavor, everybody have to do their own part of duty. Otherwise, if you think that government is only is doing, that is not possible for countries like India. I wish that all of you be part of the this particular mission. We call it as to take this country to a next level. Government has already put 5 trillion economy. Then next second economy in the world. Of course, it is not. It is going to become by the Amrit Kal 2047 comes. India is going to be the superpower. There is no doubt on that one, because every front it is leading and crossing the rate of growth. In terms of rate of growth, it is crossing all the advanced nations. I'm sure that India is going to hit, and by the time you become what you call earnable people, you will have very comfortable life. I thought it's all from my side. I should stop here and listen to you and get your feedback. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful talk and for delivering different aspects about the space, ISRO, different opportunities that await the younger generation, the generation that is going to come up with their new ideas, and those who are going to create a totally, completely different world of space exploration. And we have few questions, sir. Actually, we have so many questions. Students have asked so many questions. So uh, uh, we can do one thing. Students can raise their hand because we have 10 to 15 minutes time, and sir will be taking questions. So you can raise your hand, and then we may unmute you, and then you can ask your question. So all those who want to ask question, else we have a list of questions that has been shared with sir, and that's a huge list. But right now the students in the meeting, they can raise their hands and they can ask the questions, or you can write in the chat.
Can I ask the question?
Yes, you have to tell your name and then you have to ask the question.
Uh, I am Nitin Ragorte. Thank you, sir, for such a nice session. Sir, how do you see the quantum computing or quantum communication in the future space explorations?
See, quantum communication. See, to just to tell you, ISRO is going to launch a satellite on the quantum for demonstrating the quantum technologies. But there is a quantum, the nationwide mission on the quantum technologies. It could be quantum sensors, it could be quantum computation, or quantum mechanics. Everything is going to be covered under the national mission of DST. But somebody has to demonstrate. In the space segment, ISRO is going to launch a satellite. It is already, I think, it is announced. I think ISRO is working for launching a satellite in the quantum computation. Because you are aware that already ISRO has demonstrated that quantum computation on the terrestrial part. But
Yes.
in the space segment, ISRO is planning to do that one. Probably, I think all these technologies should converge into and the inputs have to go to the National Space Mission, National Quantum Mission for a bigger thing. But the problem here is again the supplies, the technologies that are available. They are not very easily accessible. Lot of hard work is required to develop these technologies.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now, anyone else who wants to ask the question, you can also write your questions in the chat box.
Sir, I want to ask a question from my name.
Yes, you can introduce yourself and ask the question.
There's astrobiology difference.
You are not clearly audible. Okay, Raghav, you may ask your question.
Hello?
Yeah, proceed. Please proceed, Raghu.
When will start their astrobiology research?
Yeah. Your voice is not audible.
Okay, Arka, you may ask your question.
Uh, Sir, can we propose any idea like we will throw the debris from the space in the atmosphere and it get burns out just like the meteors comes in Earth's atmosphere and converted into dust?
Convert into dust.
Yeah, because it get burned.
No, I'm not getting your question.
Sir,
I'm not getting your.
he is asking that is it a possibility where students may propose some new ideas
Mm-hmm,
regarding space debris, where they
mm-hmm.
may propose a design which can capture the debris and then push it towards the Earth's atmosphere where it will burn on re-entry.
Oh, very good, very good. Please, please, please. See, you just go to that IARS Jignasa portal. There is the Antariksha Navachar. There is a portal where the students can freely post their ideas. Okay. You please proceed, and lot of opportunities are there for you to go through. Again, if you want to research, you can get connected with ISRO through several mechanisms. One is directly you can write letters also, but your idea should not be too much fundamental and too much elementary, because when we go through the literature, we get it is as if it is a freelance ideas, not with the practical. Please get it evaluated through your professors. Let it come as a proposal. Definitely the people will look into it very seriously.
So actually stuck in the designing part because I don't have that much idea about designing space vehicles and all to perform anything. Uh,
See, this is what exactly I'm telling you, because obviously at your level, the design, maybe an idea will be there. Idea is not the concept. The idea has to be processed through the feasibility studies. It has to be converted into a paper, conceptual paper. That conceptual paper has to be validated by some of the design parameters, feasibility study, what we call it as. If you just write, you pick up some debris from the space and you push it, you kick it from there, and it will come to atmosphere. That could be an idea. But such kind of ideas, when you open, everybody will give an idea. It is not possible. So the technical feasibility, to some extent, it has to be done. Okay. So because if let us say in a 1 million people give such kind of ideas, it is impossible for anybody to evaluate. So that is the reason I am telling you, please discuss with your assistant professor or professors. There should be an innovative club within your institute. That innovation clubs should discuss such kind of innovative ideas. A group of people, group of professors, or group of some people you can invite from outside, from industry, to look into your idea and evaluate your idea and suggest you how to make it a feasible idea or feasible concept. That feasibility of the concept should be substantiated with technical infrastructure, where it is possible, how to convert this idea into a prototype or proof of concept, then prototype, then the object. This is what exactly startup incubation. When you reach that stage, definitely the in-space, you have to apply for the in-space mechanism. In-space, it is a simple, you go through their website, and you submit this one. And InSpace also going to come out with some program like this to encourage the innovations. You keep watching the InSpace website. Anytime it may come out, you can apply for it, and some funding provision is also there. If I am correct, okay, you can go through this process. Don't think that idea means your individual idea, one bright idea, it comes, that could be a bright, that could not be bright, but it has to be evaluated before it becomes, it is put into some kind of proof of concept.
So, is there any software or something simulator to simulate anything which will
Uh,
be can be implemented in space?
Arka, actually, there are a few more questions. I think we should give chance to others also, right?
Okay, sir.
Because there are questions like we can see in the chat. Someone is asking, when will ISRO start their astrobiology research? Raghav has asked this question, sir, about
See,
astrobiology research.
the astrobiology research is going on for decades. Why it is you have to ask that question? Without astrobiology, we cannot have Gaganyaan program. Okay. Astrobiology is a continuous endeavor. See, you don't ask that kind of questions. What should be your question is how to get into that kind of platform. That should be your question. Okay. Without astrobiology, understanding PRL, so many people they are working on astrobiology for last one decade. What is the scope of space science and technology? Is there any institute in India who have this course? See, space science is not a one kind of thing. Let us say all institutes related to the space sciences. There is one Nainital, Ares, there is Ayuka, there's IIA, Indian Institute of Astrophysics in Bangalore. Then ISR or many institutions are there, West Bengal. And on space weather, the people like NARL, then SPL, Special Space Physics Laboratory, they do undertake some courses. PRL is another one which offers the courses. You can refer to these institutes.
Okay,
Somebody
sir.
is putting, Central University is putting this course. Yes, many universities like IIT Roorkee, some people are there. Some courses are there in space sciences, which will cover the space sciences or too.
Sir, Puneet sir also wants to ask a question. Yes, sir.
Please.
Puneet, sir.
Hello, sir. Sir, actually, BIT Jaipur also wants to host Ideathon for Space Idea. So,
Yes,
how can
yes,
we
yes.
proceed?
You ask Preet, he will guide you. They have done it. You ask Manish, he will guide you.
Yes, sir. Manish sir is always there, but
No, these are all the guys who are doing. They have done it. They have done it at IIT Indore. My personally was there in IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi. They have done it. It is possible. You just they are the things you people have to do. The ideathons, the hackathons you have to organize. You please participate in the space hackathon, which is already published. I don't know whether you applied it for not. Okay, such kind of things you have to do in your region, so that not only your students from your institute will participate, other people also you please invite them. Consolidate the concepts. The things you award them. If you want couple of mementos, our people also can send. Not required. You just make them a platform and allow them to make their presentation. That itself is a award for them. These are all things the BIT, such kind of premier institutes have to do,
okay.
and
Thank
we
you,
will
sir.
support you. We will support you.
Thanks, sir. And sir, one more question.
Puneet sir.
Actually, in MNIT Jaipur, as you said that ISRO has a center. So, if we
Yeah.
want to conduct some chapter in BIT Jaipur, do we have to do it in collaboration with MNIT Jaipur, or can we do it
No, not it.
independently?
Not it. See, these are all sponsored research. What we say, sponsored research means ISRO gives some grants. So when the moment it comes to the grants, their approval cycle is pretty long, and we cannot identify each and every institute as a extended research cell of ISRO. To that matter of fact, no government can do that one. So around 4 years back, we have started these 12 institutes. We want to expand them, and unfortunately, the problem is again fund grants. Then they say that whatever the existing institutes, how they are performing, if they are not performing, they let them. Then they say that why they themselves have not matured, and you are telling that these are all meant for a region. The institutes in that region can always approach them. These are all the government questions. Keeping away the fund grants, if you want to start without expecting any grant from ISRO, if you want to start, you can jolly well start. Absolutely no issue. You don't have to take anybody's permission. Even you can write to his chairman ISRO through your director, stating that we wish to start a ISRO cell to encourage the research. We don't require any grants. We only want your engagement. People will accept for it.
Thank you.
Okay, we may take few more questions if sir's time permits. So there is one question, sir. It is about, without getting into IITs, are there is a big competition? How I can do big in space, as I have an interest in space science and big institutes. How one normal student can also be in the field?
See, we don't anticipate much from IITs. Please be, I'm very frank with you, because IITs, when their expectation is too heavy and their concentration on these researchers and other things would be obviously minimum, because the comparison would be there. But most of the students we see, because last year I have done a space hackathon in IIS of Faridabad. 99% except IIT Kharagpur 2 guys, out of 58 teams, 57 teams are from normal schools, not even NITs. Forget about BITs, at least they stand in they're all from colleges, and they're all from very what you call district level or taluk headquarters level colleges. Okay, don't compare that. IITs only do wonders, something like that. But as I was telling you, the now space hackathon has been announced. I do not know. That is the reason I said you please keep watching the ISRO website. For the National Space Day on August 23rd, we have run a research program. Last time when 58 teams got participated, 58 into on an average 3 people, 150 people I have placed them, or I don't remember exactly, it may not be 150 because second year people also participated. At least to my remembrance, 100 people I have put them in either ISRO cells or NRSC or SAC for internships. Okay. So such kind of provisions we are exploring, provided if you are very serious. But how to get into, as I was telling you, you can approach your professors. Your professor can be your guide to put forth your idea as a research project. You can reach out to either NIT Kurukshetra or NIT Jalandhar to make your project through. And there also, because 2 crores we give grant to them, they are not touching that amount. So that means there is a lot of provision for you guys to go, and student projects are there. In RACS, if you go to Kurukshetra, student projects are there. You can apply for them.
So there is one more question.
Hello.
A student is asking Shantanu that what are the skills and technologies he should focus on to become a future entrepreneur in the space industry in India.
See, I have just mentioned you. I think you that slide was not there for a long time. See, now the question is optics, optoelectronics is becoming a buzzword. Then quantum communication. Then in space, see, one side the European market, Western side are concentrating on robotics exploration, because Chandrayaan missions, moon mining, asteroid mining, then interplanetary missions, robotic experiments, such kind of things are playing a predominant role for getting international opportunity, at least to start with. But India, if you take, India is a vast country with having huge amount of resources. We should have our own constellation or our own satellites to support whatever I talked to you for the last half an hour or 40 minutes. every segment it requires. So for that one, I should say that personally, you can get into very easily the entrepreneurship if you have skills either in artificial intelligence or machine learning or deep learning or edge computing, such kind of things. If you have, how these techniques can be made applicable to the satellite technology or data analytics is a subject. Yes, we can discuss that one. You will get guided. But to be frank with you, software has got a big role to play in space applications, electronics, propulsion systems, then reflectors, RF technologies, then your thermal technologies, energy conservation, solar cells, battery management system, such kind of things play a big role in satellites. When it comes to the launch vehicles, again propulsion, structures, avionics, control systems, they play a big role.
Okay, any other questions, students? Because we are just running short of time now. It's already 12:06.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good
You to
afternoon.
introduce yourself and then
Good
ask
afternoon,
your
sir.
question.
सर मैं पूछना चाहता हूँ सर, हाउ टू मेक करियर इन
नाम बताओ बेटा,
एरोस्पेस
पहले बताओ,
इंजीनियरिंग.
पहले इंट्रोड्यूस करो
सर
अपने
माय
आप
नेम
को.
इज सर माय नेम इज अनूप कुमार. आई एम currently in BTech second year mechanical engineering from Agra College. And
Mhm.
sir, I telling sir I speaks everything. I asking
हाँ,
सर.
हिंदी में बोल दो बेटा, हिंदी में बोल दो.
सर मैं ये पूछना चाहता हूँ सर, हाउ टू मेक करियर इन एरोस्पेस इंजीनियरिंग इन एमटेक.
इन एमटेक खाली
यस सर.
एमटेक गेट गेट लिखना है और एरोस्पेस चूज करना है का बस. सी एमटेक परस्यू करने के लिए आपको कुछ इंस्टीट्यूट को चुनना पड़ेगा. मान लीजिए वो इंस्टीट्यूट गेट का थ्रू होता है, गेट अपीयर कर लो. एज सिंपल एज दैट.
सर
If
बेस्ट
any
इनसे.
private college is offering aerospace, yes, you will have the means how to get into. First, you pursue your course, then prepare well for gate, and if you get crack the gate, definitely you will get into.
Sir, opportunity in aerospace engineering.
Why, Baba? Aerospace engineering is a matter of it is a matter of let us say Mars. They get among Mars you score. Okay, if you get
Okay, sir.
good amount of get score, you will get it to your choice.
Okay,
Because
sir. Thank you, sir.
education entrance, that is only the way in India. No, I cannot give a certificate. Nor ISRO can teach, cannot teach you and give you a certificate.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. So my name is Rudransh, and I want to ask, like, how we can use a nuclear energy for rocket propulsion.
For rocket propulsion, see,
Yes.
nuclear is a very emerging technology which requires a lot of, I should say, research should go on. First is very dangerous, and it requires it's a radiation prone, and you should have sufficient shields and other things. Have you ever gone to any nuclear installation?
No, sir. I am currently on exploration part of nuclear science, and then I
Okay,
relate
okay,
to the space.
okay. See, nuclear propulsion for satellites, yes, it is because the energy released by the nuclear technology is huge, and obviously if that is made possible, technology two things are there. One is science and another one is technology. When the science you have to convert into technology, you should find mechanism, materials, equipment, a system to convert that energy into a useful, let us say, driver. Okay, so this particular technology, especially when radioactive elements are involved in that, how actually they can be stored, they can be energized, when they can, that energy should not harm the others. These are all the peripheral things we converting. If the technology is sophisticated and safe technology, if you can bring it out, that is the best, I should say. Chemical is worst, let us say bad or good, let us say, then the electrical propulsion, such kind of things are better. Nuclear is best, provided if you convert that energy into a safer, let's say, means. But research is going on. Research is going on. But we should find ways and means how to implement these nuclear sciences, nuclear propulsion systems safely to the propulsion systems. That is only the challenge.
Sir, I am in a second year and I want to contribute on like space missions. So for masters, I want like I have to pursue masters on nuclear sciences or is aerospace and all.
See, wherever you pursue, whatever you pursue, see, ultimately you should leverage your knowledge into a problem statement and case. A software person who did his what you call programming in C or C++, how he can made applicable for image processing is a technique. Understood? See, you should
Yes.
have a fundamental education, no doubt. After coming out from the college, how you will adopt your science using the available technology to convert into a product. That product should fulfill the requirements of a system. This is exactly a different thing. It is not a college study. When you complete your studies, when you come out with that knowledge, how to adopt this particular science and convert into a technology, how this technology can be made adaptable. Let us say if the nuclear, let us say, science is requires a thruster, how a thruster should be generated, developed, which material should be used, how to save, how to store these radioactive elements in that thruster, still without sacrificing the radioactivity of the safety of the people who are around it. This is called the product. This is product development. It has to go through some technology, some iterations, some kind of knowledge, some technical know-how and technical know-why. First, I suggest you please complete your course and keep update yourself on the technologies, how actually this kind of conversion is possible to adopt the science to the different products. Then product development will come into picture. The safety comes into picture. Different characteristics, different let us say properties of a system will come into picture. How to satisfy all those things is a product development. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so that is all. I think because we can't ask sir for extra extension, he has already extended 15 minutes about the given time. Thank you so much, sir, for this insightful session. Your words have been gems dropping out of the space and they are enlightening us. And thank you for taking up all the questions. Queries were completely and totally from all the different aspects that are possible for the space research. And we again thank you once again, sir, for joining us, joining the session and giving us the time to listen to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Manish. Thanks, one and all. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Manish, sir, for this opportunity.
बिल्कुल दोस्तों.
सर मजा आया बहुत.
काफी इंटरेस्टिंग.
गुड गुड.
Thank you, sir.
बिल्कुल. अभी सर ने जो एक जैसे आइडियाज़ की बात करी, आइडियाथॉन की बात करी, एंड पुनीत सर ने जो अभी पूछा था बिट मैसरा के आइडियाथॉन का, तो वी विल ट्राई, देखेंगे कि कर सकते हैं. तो वहाँ पे जो भी अपने आइडियाज़ हों, कीप देम रेडी, एंड फॉर श्योर विल ट्राई टू प्रोवाइड द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू यू गाइस जहाँ पर यू मे बी एबल टू प्रेजेंट योर आइडियाज़, है ना. सो देखते हैं कैसे.
Yes, definitely, Manish sir.
Thank you, sir.
I am also in touch with MNIT Jaipur, ISRO Center.
हाँ सर.
I am also in touch with MNIT Jaipur ISRO Center. Dr. Ritu Sharma is taking care of that. So we'll definitely plan an ideathon, and as sir has said that you will guide us.
हाँ एक्चुअली सर की मेंटरिंग के अंदर ही वी हैव कंडक्टेड 2 आइडियाथॉन्स दिस ईयर, एक आईआईटी इंदौर में एंड वन इन आईआईटी दिल्ली. सो फॉर श्योर we can bring this opportunity to the students of our institute, and obviously we can open it for all the students across the country. So let's plan that, sir. बिल्कुल सर.
And one more thing, some question students are asking that can we get the PPT presented by sir?
Actually, most of the things that sir have talked about is kind of IP for ISRO, and he has also skipped some parts of it. So I will check with sir, but chances are very less कि it might be shared
Yeah.
on a public platform, because he has also skipped few PPTs, some slides, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you, dosto, for joining in. And the session has been live streamed on YouTube also. So, in case you have missed something and you joined late, you can always go back to the YouTube and listen to the insightful talk of Sudhir sir. That is all from our side. And one more thing, let me announce the next talk has already been planned, and it is about astronomy and astrophysics. And the talk will be on 1st of August. We'll create the link, we'll share the details, and if you are not joined the WhatsApp group for the space talks, you should surely join the group. You check your email, you might have got, if you have registered, you might have got the email for the with the link. Join that. I will put the link for that WhatsApp group in the description of the YouTube stream that we are right now streaming. So it will be there in the description. So you should join that, because we have already planned two more talks. One is on 1st of August, and the next one will be on 10th of August. 1st of August will be about astronomy and astrophysics, about Aditya, about Exposat, about Astrosat, how we study the sun, the environment, the deep space, what ISRO is doing in that particular segment. And on 10th of August, the talk will be dedicated towards artificial intelligence and machine learning aspects of space research and what right now ISRO is doing. So we are going to get some good insights about these areas, and gradually we'll be planning few more talks. So if you are not joined the group, I'll suggest join the group as soon as possible. You will get the link in the description of the live stream, and if you have already registered for this session, you have to check your email. You will get the link there. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
Okay, then that is all, दोस्तों. चलो बाय, जय हिंद.
Bye.
जय हिंद सर.
अच्छा, एक बार
Bye,
और
sir.
ना, वीडियो चालू करो. Let's switch on your videos. We'll take one screenshot. We could have done this earlier also, लेकिन चलो ठीक है. Fine. जिसको भी चालू करना था सबने चालू कर लिया है.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. ठीक है. So I am clicking एक अच्छी सी smile सबके चेहरे पे. Fine. That's good. यहाँ पे मैम कुछ फोटोज क्लिक कर रही है, दिख रही हैं.
सर मनीष सर,
हाँ, बोल.
इफ यू अगर आप जानते हो, याद है आपको, अनअकैडमी में आता था आपके वो बुक रीडिंग सेशंस में.
ऐसा क्या दोस्त? फिर तो अपन ने बात
डॉक्टर
करी होगी.
शिवम करके सर.
अच्छा, हाँ दोस्त. तो आजकल कहाँ है?
यस सर.
आजकल कहाँ है? क्या कर रहा है?
आजकल सर बीएससी कर रहा हूँ फिजिक्स में. छोड़ दिया नीट मैंने.